All right. More discussion. More discussion on the Springfield Echelon. Shot probably 200 rounds. Well, not probably. Shot 200 rounds through it. New discoveries. This slag is a little hotter than normal. I don't know if that's my imagination or not, but I actually put thread lock on my as you can see, let's put more up there. Put thread lock on my red dot, and every time I shoot that, it comes out. So let me add more to it. I think this slide is getting so hot, it's actually cooking through the slide lock. I hate to put red in there. I'd never get that thing off. I don't know. I put extra on there this time. See if that does it. But this thing gets hot. I mean, you're right here, you're good. But when you rack it, man, you feel that heat on it. It gets, like I said, about 100 rounds. It was starting to cook. And then I don't know if y'all saw the video. I just realized it's self-loading like the CZs. I know the mag release is exactly like the CZs. Matter of fact, this mag actually goes into CZs. This little hole's a little different, but the mag for CZs, like P10s, are almost identical. Only difference is just catch. Like if you modify that hole or modify CZ's hole, whatever different, they probably work because they're the same size, same grooves. This is the only difference here because CZ's has the front catch as opposed to most slides got that side catch. Notice that. Now, what I have learned, I tried to do. I like doing it this way. I tried two different ways. I mean, dealing with the guide rod. So let me explain to you what I did. Okay. This is I believe this is a Springer Decision. I had this around for a while. This is this is out of my XDM 9mm. It's weighted, factory weight spring, but weighted. It actually ran good, real good. Actually, it won the battle. What came close is the factory guide rod with cut springs. Then I lost my count of how many springs I cut off. Cut off initially some by, you got to do the math, thickness, the material, the outside diameter, and how much each coil, how much pound on each coil. So I had it down to 11. My math might be off. It felt a little heavier felt like probably 13. And in case y'all didn't know, these are removable, and the springs are, just so you know, you pull that down and it's just like a striker spring actually, so you can actually change that spring out. It ran well, but I don't want to make that too light, then you start beating your slide up. So where I'm at now, I'm gonna stay with the factory guide rod with a heavy factory guide rod spring weight with the heavier guide rod. I'm gonna keep tweaking it, and I'll be forever. So I'm gonna go with that. It ran sweet. I had no problems whatsoever. It was cycled. It was short. The short, straight. Only thing I had a problem with, cause I'm not used to the trigger. I kept having frozen finger on when I was trying to rapid fire. I don't know if because of the triggers, I'm not used to the trigger, or it's just, I don't know, not light enough for me. So I'm used to light can't even get it out. Triggers. Now it's another way you can, lighten up the trigger. Well, there's a way you can lighten up the trigger, because I don't think that spring is actually going to do anything, but I don't recommend it. I really don't recommend it because I had problems when I went down to a 2-pound striker spring. It runs good on a 3-pound, Runs good on a 4-pound striker spring. I don't know what the striker spring is in here factory wise, but 2-pound, which gave me like a 3-pound pull. It light primer strikes. So I'm just gonna deal with the 4-pound, a little over 4-pound pull. Like I said, I'm gonna stop messing with it. Just gonna dress it up. And I gotta put a skirt on these. You know, I can't have my baby showing her panties. I gotta put a skirt on my guns. I just like skirts. In case you don't know what a skirt is, Magwell. So I'm gonna leave this alone. I think I'm done here. Again, it runs well. Again, I just like fucking with guns to see how well I can get them to run. Runs well. It runs well factory now. You don't have to touch a Echelon. You do not have to touch the Echelon. I repeat, it's ready to go. It's not snappy. It runs straight. The trigger's nice. Short reset. It's great. It's great. Again, this is my channel. I see what I can do to a gun. I don't know. I don't want to keep repeating that. But anyway, I'm gonna tell you how to change the spring on there. Again, it will take Glock striker springs. Problem is, you have to use the spring cups from a Glock. The Echelon striker cups are huge. So the striker spring on a Glock is thinner than the striker spring on the Echelon. So use it. It'll fit over the striker, and it's no friction. It'll fit over there sweet. But you have to use the smaller striker cups, striker spring cups from a Glock. Again, I don't recommend it. If you want to go to a 4-pound Glock and just try, if you want to play with it, fine. Target gun, fine. Do not drop this striker weight and try to carry it. Please don't. I do not recommend it. Just keep the striker as is. So my recommendation, if you're going to carry this thing, factory guide rod spring, just go with a heavy guide rod. Leave the striker spring alone. And keep an eye, if you got a red dot on it, keep an eye on those screws. Every time you fire it, check it out. As soon as I bring it home, it was wiggling, so I tightened it up. I said, man, let me put some more Loctite on. I put more Loctite than I normally do on there. I probably have to drill it off now. But I think this thing's getting so hot for some reason. Could be the low borax too. Because this thing's sitting, that barrel's sitting right in there. So that might just heat up everything. So, I don't know. 200 rounds. I love the gun. Glad I purchased it. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Have no problems. Again, that red dot system is the best thing out right now. That's what I give it. It's not the best trigger. I like the CZ grips. I might have to stipple this just to give me a little more grip in it. I won't change the pattern. Just stipple it a little more. Make it a little tougher. So most of my guns, or Glocks preferably, when I stipple it, every so often I gotta re-stipple it because it smooths out from use. So I probably have this. This feels like a old Glock stippling that's smoothed out from firing. It's good, but I like it a little more aggressive. And I'm not really into, although I have a couple guns, I'm not really into the tape and change the color or the whole grip. I got one on a 48, just trying to do something different on it. But I thought a whole grip probably would be nice on this, because I got big hands. I like a little bigger grip, but I don't know. We'll see. Get a whole grip without the grooves in there, probably. Alright, I'm rambling. Again, this is, I don't know the weight. I'm pretty sure I got this 11 pounds. But, again, you don't want too light, because then that slide bang back so tight. Factory, heavy guide rod, XDM 4.5 parts. It takes this spring, the same spring of the XDM 9mm 4.5. That's where I got that from. Alright, that's all I got. And hopefully I find me a good editing tool or something that won't keep minimizing my videos. The ones that are actually full size, just so you know, couldn't wait from the channel, is straight from the camera. straight from my phone, I should say. I don't edit it, so there's no cuts and dries. It's me rambling, and so if I fuck up, that's where it's going to be. Just keep that full size. Out.